All right. So what is a laser cavity? Well, a laser cavity involves two mirrors. So these are concave mirrors right here. And the whole deal about stability is that you do not want the light to bounce outside the mirror. So like if it go here and then like to go all the way up here or something, that would be bad. So you want to keep it with inside the cavity. That's stability, as far as I understand. So anyway, I used I don't remember what problem number that was, but I tried a problem out, and I think it was kind of cool what I found. But it talked about that if zero is or excuse me, if 1 minus L over R1 times 1 minus L over R2 is between 0 and 1, will it stay? It should stay stable, and I think I found that. And then so R is the radius. So for every mirror, you're just assuming what would the radius of that be, and so that's R1, that's R2, and I'm using an L here. The L is the distance between that of travel here, and that's 1. So anyway, let's go back to this. Okay, so I typed those numbers in, and you can use ABCD matrices for this. So initial height of say zero point 0.1 with an angle of 0.05, we'll say. And obviously that could be any angle, because or within reason, just because light could be coming in any, and lasers have to take those into accommodation. So anyway, after this whole series, this is R1 to R2. And then R2 back to R1, and then back to R2, back to R1. So it's two full cycles. And you can see our final height is 0.06. We started at zero point 0.1, and our and then we got our angle now is in the negative range. So I just kept running this. So I said T1. So starting here with our initial height, initial angle, and then I ran it with our parameters here, and then I end with that height, that angle, and then as you can see, our angle starts. So our height starts to creep up until we get to trip number 3, which is back from which is to back from R2. So R1 to R2, R2 to R1. Yeah. So trip 3, we start to go down again. So that what's going on here is that we're going up, up, and then back down, and that's what's going on. And then back down, back down, back. Whoa, we're going back down, and obviously we can go. And the height we are is how much different we are from 0. So we're getting closer and closer to 0 here, and then we're going down, 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 down. And then we're going back up again. So you can see that we're bouncing back and forth, up, down, 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 up, up, up. And our height never diverges much than if our initial height is zero point 0.1. So from plus minus zero point 0.1, the absolute value there, we're not diverging much more than about 0.33. So it's within a third. So we get that. But let's say, I'm going to clear the kernel out here. Quick kernel, local. Okay, yes. And let's see. Okay, there we go. As long as let's say this is not true, let's just see what happens. Let's make this 10. And this one, clearly, we're not going to get the values we want, supposedly. Maybe we will. We'll find out. I'm going to run that. All right. So as you can see, okay, so we start there with 0.1. And all of a sudden, our height now is negative 1.4. That's kind of bad. Well, let's see what happens now. And now we're going way up to 25. Ooh, that's not good. And then minus 450. So all we're doing is we're expanding. We're growing. We're not shrinking at all. See, so that's bad. So let's try this again. Let's clear it one more time. Clear kernel. This is kind of fun. Quick kernel, local. Yes, quit. Okay, so let's do one different value here that'll give us the same amount. So L now is 10, and let's say L2 then is 20, or R2 is 20, R1 is 20, and let's make R2 be 25, just because. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, so we're starting at the same height. Okay, all right. We're going we're going up slightly, and then let's see what happens. Now we're going back down, and now we're going down, and now we're going more down. Okay, now we're going down. Now we're going up, and now we're going up. And now we're going up, and now we're going down. Okay, so I'm seeing some. So we're seeing some recurring trends here. Okay, where and then we're going that's down again. So see, if we fit within those parameters, so clearly where these values are higher than this, we are going to be we have a stable laser. And as I showed in the other example, where we had some screwy numbers, we clearly are not going to have some very stable laser cavities. So that is laser cavities.